Hello, and welcome to another video. Today, I will be unboxing a Wilds of Eldraine pre-release kit, and then building a sealed deck from the cards inside. I also have a couple of set boosters here, and I thought it would be fun to open these up as well. So we'll save these for the end of the video, and let's get started. Good people of Edgewall, come step with my beat, past hamlet and cottage, and cobblestone street, o'er river and stream, bewitched and beguiled. Oh, follow me, into the wilds. I really love the colors that they went with on the packaging for this set. So we've got a little insert with some gingerbread people and different roles that they can occupy. We've got our little divider. Ooh, and I'm already really excited about our promo. This looks like it'll be a fun card to play with if we are able to be in those colors. Then we've got some tokens with all of the roles. We have our adventure zone. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up all of the packs, and then we can sort through all of the cards together. I'm actually going to pull out the cards that have a different color adventure, and I'll put those up with the multicolored cards. Alright, and I will move these over here for now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our rares. Hilda's Crown of Winter. 3 for a legendary artifact. 1 tap. Tap target creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate during your turn. 3. Sacrifice Hilda's Crown of Winter. Draw a card for each tapped creature your opponents control. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. 2 for a legendary artifact. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Tap. Exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Thunderous Debut. 6 green for a sorcery. Bargain. Look at the top 20 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them. If this spell was bargained, put the revealed cards onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put the revealed cards into your hand, then shuffle. A Tale for the Ages. 1 white for an enchantment. Enchanted creatures you control get +2/+2. Virtue of Courage. 3 red for an enchantment. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards from the top of your library. You may play those cards this turn. Embereth Blaze. 1 red for an instant adventure. Embereth Blaze deals 2 damage to any target. Questing Druid. 1 green for a 1/1. Creature, Human Druid. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on Questing Druid. Seek the Beast. 1 red for an instant adventure. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until your next end step, you may play those cards. Pollen Shield Hare. 1 white for a 2/2. Creature, Rabbit. Creature tokens you control get +1/+1. Hair Raising. Green for a sorcery adventure. Target creature you control gains vigilance and gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. And then our promo is the Goose Mother. X green blue for a 2/2. Legendary creature, Bird Hydra. Flying. The Goose Mother enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. When the Goose Mother enters the battlefield, create half-X food tokens rounded up. Whenever the Goose Mother attacks, you may sacrifice a food. If you do, draw a card. So, by just looking at the rares, we seem to have some that can put +1/+1 counters on things. And I think the cauldron looks really powerful. So if there's a way that we can get +1/+1 counters onto our creatures in ways other than just the cauldron itself, then I think that looks like it could be pretty good. And these 2 cards are already sharing green. The Questing Druid really seems to want to just be a green partner to another colored deck, but maybe there's something that we can do with it anyway. I think the crown looks pretty good as well. I want to be pretty careful about playing too many things that are just artifacts or enchantments that don't necessarily impact the board the way a creature does, but I think those 2 look pretty powerful. Thunderous Debut probably costs too much for us to even really think about. Although by the time you cast it, you're probably just going through your entire deck and getting whatever creatures you want. Pollen Shield Hare really cares about creature tokens, so that's certainly something that we could keep in mind. A Tale for the Ages wants creatures to be enchanted, so if we ended up white, maybe there's something that we could do to try and use both of these. Virtue of Courage. I don't really know about the card itself, but I would consider playing Embereth Blaze. So let's go ahead and take a look at the multicolored cards and see what we have in there. So, yeah, we do have things that make some tokens. Sir Armont really wants us to have enchanted creatures, just like A Tale for the Ages does. So maybe there's something in green-white we could look at. So our white looks like we have some pretty good stuff for controlling the board, but we're a little light on creatures with just 4. So we definitely would need another color that's very strong with creatures and hopefully enchantments if we want to try and pursue that route. Ground seal is pretty awkward because it turns off our cauldron, so I don't like that. So I don't know if we end up playing blue at all, but I definitely want to try and get Curiosity into our deck, especially if enchanted creatures are going to have benefits. So I'm pretty confident that we can just get rid of red. And I liked what I saw in black, but I think I first want to explore green-white, just kind of based on the rares that we have here. So let's see what that looks like. we need to make a couple cuts with this. So we don't actually have that much for activated abilities for the cauldron. But you can target a creature in any graveyard. So you could get your opponent's things with this. And at worst, you're at least putting +1/+1 counters on your creatures. I'm a little concerned we don't have enough enchantments for Tale of the Ages. I mean, the +2/+2 is really good, but spending the 2 mana to cast it to potentially not do anything isn't great. Sir Armont, I think I would just run anyway, so having that ability is just kind of a bonus. But yeah, we do have a couple things that create those roll auras, but I don't know if a Tale for the Ages really belongs in here. Maybe something like Hamlet Glutton could round out our top end a little bit better. So yeah. Alright. Let's open up some set boosters and see what we got. We've got a cool looking art card. And we got the gold signature. Garruk's Uprising. Very cool. A mountain. Aquatic Alchemist. Vantress Transmuter. Bellowing Bruiser. Witch's Mark. Twisted Sewer Witch. Cheeky House Mouse. Knight of Doves. Intrepid Truffle Snout. Horned Lock Whale. Utopia Sprawl. And an Embereth Veteran. Eerie Interference. a foil mountain, ferocious werefox, besotted knight, return from the wilds, sweet tooth witch, diminisher witch, Lord Skitter's butcher, Totentan's swarm piper, tattered ratter, Talion's messenger, intangible virtue. We have a foil cruel somnophage and a giant sire from the list. And there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today while I built out a sealed deck from a Wilds of Eldraine pre-release kit. I hope you had so much fun at your own pre-release. I look forward to hearing how your matches went and what your deck was like down in the comments. And if you've drafted the set yet, either on Arena or with friends, I'm curious to know how that's going for you. And of course, please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Monday and Friday. But, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.